Greetings to all the ladies. This is Dr. CAROL NKAMBULE here, all the way from South Africa, Mpumalanga province. I greet Bola and the team and everyone else at GlobalWIIN. And I have two questions that I've been asked that I need to respond to. And this is just to inspire each other. We are in lockdown in South Africa, total lockdown. Nobody coming in, nobody going out, except of course those that are coming for emergency reasons. It is an interesting time where we have time to reflect on life issues, time to spend with our families. But it is also a time that is very difficult for businesses worldwide. But I just want to share some of my life experiences, and hopefully it will inspire some of you out there. The first question I want to respond to is, how can I describe my life in one sentence? I would say my life has been a life of jumping over landmines, a life of stepping on landmines. And some have detonated in my life, and I have seen the worst and I've seen the best. But life goes on. And also ask, what are those things that I've gone through? What are the setbacks? In 2018, I had one of the most challenging years of my life. In a period of 2 months, I lost my business and I lost my job and I got sick. 3 things in 3 months. And in that period, I had to sit at home and reflect. One of the challenging things was closing my business. I had a bookshop running because I'm also an author and a publisher as well for Christian books, of course. Now, I had to close the shop because business was not doing well, but also I was highly subsidizing the business. And when I saw my job coming almost to an end, I had to take the decision to close the shop. So in 1 month, I closed the shop. In the second month, I lost my job. And during that time, I was sick. And you'll ask, how did I cope? Well, I had the inspiration when my job loss was looming, because you see it coming, of course. You see it coming, you begin to plan for it. Some, of course, they don't see it coming, and it just, just happens. Mine didn't just happen. It was a matter of years of fighting and trying to remain, but I didn't. And I lost my job. How did I cope? The first thing that happened was I studied. So I got my PhD because at the time when things were going sour in the workplace, I took time to study. I had to put all my efforts, all my thoughts, all my emotions to my books. And it paid off because I had no time to really cry about what was happening in the workplace, and I had no time to cry about losing my business. I tell you, on the day that I closed my shop, the last shop that I closed, I was sitting in my living room and I had my family packing up everything. It was one of the painful experiences which I did not have to go through. And I thank God for my family because they came through for me. I couldn't actually have the strength to go and close the shop, but they were there. I was sitting, typing my thesis because it was due. So what do I learn from this? I say, when you've got trouble on the one end, find something positive that you can do, something that will take all the energy that you have. Instead of you sitting and whining and crying about that which you have lost, look at an opportunity of doing something positive with your life. I tell you, my thesis saved me a lot of tears. I could not even focus on the pain that I was feeling in my body, physical pain. I could not focus on the emotional pain of losing my job and my business, but I had to focus on my studies. So find something that will work for you. Find something that will inspire you, something that will keep you smiling, something that you can look back and say, though I've lost 1, 2, 3 things, but I have this one. I was glad when I graduated in 2019 on the 18th of July, got my PhD, and in September I got my job back. So life happens, you've got to fight, but find something else. Don't just sit and fight a battle that may not actually be won in a short space of time. It took me 9 months to fight to get my job back, and I did. But in the meantime, I studied, got myself a PhD. So ladies, if it's not working out on one side, find something else to do in the meantime. I'm not saying forget about your battles. Battle it out if you think there is hope for it. But do not die because you're trying to fight a battle that may not be won in a short space of time. And I want to say to Bola and GlobalWIIN, continue inspiring women to do great things. Continue to inspire all of us to invent, to come up with new things, to see our ideas to fruition. I am sure that the world is really waiting for the next innovation that is coming from you ladies. Thank you very much.